Have you ever met someone in their 70s or 80s who seems almost ageless? They move gracefully, think clearly, and live with a kind of energy most people gave up on years ago. You wonder, what's their secret? Is it good genes, luck, or is there something more? The truth might surprise you. After 70, most people slowly lose abilities they once took for granted. Walking without stiffness, remembering small details, or even catching something before it falls, these everyday things quietly slip away. But there's a rare group, just 5%, who defy that pattern. They maintain skills that others lose, and because of that, they stay independent, confident, and full of life. What sets them apart isn't magic, it's habits. Small daily choices that protect their bodies and minds long before decline sets in. And here's the good news. It's never too late to start. In today's video, we're going to explore 5 remarkable abilities that only a handful of seniors maintain after 70. Each of these is a powerful predictor of how long and how well you'll live. And the best part? With the right steps, you can nurture these abilities too. Stay with me until the end, because I'll not only explain what this exceptional 5% can still do, but I'll also show you how to weave their habits into your own life, starting today. If you're someone who refuses to settle for decline, someone who still dreams of playing with your grandkids, traveling, or simply moving through life without pain, this video is for you. Now let's dive in and uncover what truly keeps us strong, sharp, and vibrant in the years that matter most. Let's start with something most people don't appreciate until they lose it. The ability to move freely, without pain, without hesitation, and without needing help. For many, reaching their 70s means accepting stiff joints, aching muscles, or relying on a cane just to get across the room. But that small, rare group, the top 5%, they're different. They still walk with ease, bend down effortlessly, climb stairs without grabbing the railing, and even get down on the floor to play with their grandkids. And they do it without thinking twice. How? It's not luck. It's not just good genetics either. It's a lifetime of small, consistent habits that protect their strength and flexibility, long before most people think they need to. You see, losing mobility doesn't happen overnight. It's slow. It's sneaky. It starts with sitting too long, avoiding certain movements, and telling yourself, I'm just getting older. Before you know it, your muscles weaken, your joints tighten, and stairs start feeling like mountains. The rare seniors who avoid this path, they treat movement like brushing their teeth, non-negotiable every single day. Take Richard, for example, a 74-year-old retired teacher. Every morning, he laces up his sneakers and walks 3 miles. Not because he has to, but because he knows that movement is life. Twice a week, he plays golf, not just for fun, but because it keeps his body engaged, his balance sharp, and his mind alert. While many of his peers now shuffle or lean on walkers, Richard still walks tall. But here's the secret most people miss. It's not just about any movement, it's about intentional movement. Seniors who stay mobile don't rely on slow walks alone. They mix in balance exercises, flexibility stretches, and strength training, all designed to keep muscles strong, joints limber, and posture upright. Why does this matter? Because without strength, especially in your legs and core, even simple tasks like standing up from a chair can become a struggle. Studies show that maintaining leg strength is directly linked to independence in older age. The stronger your legs, the more likely you are to avoid falls, stay mobile, and live on your own terms. There's another overlooked piece of the puzzle: posture. The way you sit, stand, and move every day quietly shapes your future. Slouching or hunching over adds stress to your spine and hips, causing pain and restricting movement. But those in the top 5%, they pay attention, they sit tall, engage their core, and move with intention. It protects their back and keeps their body aligned. Richard told me something powerful once. He said, I don't act like I'm 74. I treat my body like I'm 40, because the moment you start acting old, your body listens. And he's right. The truth is, your body adapts to what you do most. If you sit all day, your body gets good at sitting and bad at moving. If you move often, challenge your muscles, and stay flexible, your body rises to meet that demand. The choice is yours. So ask yourself, When was the last time you truly challenged your body? When did you last stretch your hips, strengthen your core, or practice your balance? It's never too late to start. Even 5 minutes a day of intentional movement can change the way you age. And that's what sets the strongest, most independent seniors apart. They don't wait for stiffness or pain to slow them down. They protect their mobility every single day so they can keep living the life they love. Now let's talk about something even more precious than physical strength: your mind. For most people, aging means struggling with memory lapses, slower thinking, or searching for the right words. But the rare few, those in the top 5%, defy this pattern. They stay sharp, quick-witted, and fully engaged even into their 70s and 80s. What's their secret? It's simple. They treat their brain like a muscle, one that needs to be challenged, exercised, and cared for every single day. See, mental decline isn't just part of aging. It happens because the brain, like the body, weakens when it isn't used. Years of repeating the same routines, watching too much TV, or avoiding new challenges quietly chip away at your mental sharpness. But those who stay mentally young, they do the opposite. They stretch their minds every day. Take Edward, a 76-year-old retired engineer. While many of his peers forget names or lose track of conversations, Edward still reads challenging books, tackles crossword puzzles, and plays chess with anyone willing to take him on. He even took up learning Spanish last year, just for fun, and it shows. His memory is crisp, his conversations are thoughtful, and his mind as quick as ever. Why? Because Edward knows the brain needs new challenges to grow. He doesn't settle for passive activities like endless television or mindless scrolling. Instead, he pushes himself to solve problems, learn new things, and think deeply. Science backs him up. Studies show that learning complex skills, like playing an instrument, solving puzzles, or picking up a new language, literally strengthens neural connections in the brain. It's like lifting weights, but for your mind. There's another piece people often overlook: social engagement. Your brain needs interaction, not just surface-level chit-chat, but real conversations where you exchange ideas, share laughter, and even debate. These moments challenge your memory, test your thinking, and keep your mind agile. Edward makes it a habit to spend time with people of all ages, especially younger ones. Why? Because younger folks introduce new ideas, challenge old beliefs, and keep conversations lively. It keeps his mind adaptable, curious, and open. But there's one more factor most people forget: sleep. A sharp mind cannot function without quality sleep. During deep sleep, your brain repairs itself, processes memories, and clears out mental clutter. Without it, memory fades, focus slips, and your mood suffers. The sharpest seniors know this. They protect their sleep routines like their life depends on it. Because it does. They avoid screens before bed, keep a consistent bedtime, and create a restful environment to get the deep, restorative sleep their brain craves. It's no accident that the people who stay mentally sharp also have good sleep habits, strong social connections, and an insatiable curiosity about the world. So what can you take from this? Keep learning, stay curious, engage your mind, even when it feels easier to sit back and let the world pass by. Because the mind is like a garden. What you plant and nurture grows, but if left unattended, weeds of forgetfulness and mental fog take over. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to stay in the habit of thinking, learning, and connecting. And that's what separates the sharpest, most vibrant seniors from the rest. They never stop using their mind, so their mind never stops working for them. Now here's something most people overlook: joint health. For many, growing older means stiff knees, aching hips, and constant discomfort. Before long, painkillers become part of the daily routine. But that's not the case for the rare 5% of seniors who move freely without relying on medication. So what sets them apart? They don't wait for pain to show up. Instead, they protect their joints long before the damage begins. Think of it like caring for a car. You don't wait until the engine fails to change the oil. Take Robert, a 74-year-old who still hikes the trails behind his house every weekend. He walks tall, bends with ease, and doesn't wince every time he gets out of bed. His secret? It's all about daily habits. First, he moves constantly, but not with jarring exercises. Robert sticks to low-impact activities like walking, swimming, and gentle stretching, because he knows the worst thing for his joints is sitting still for too long. You see, joints are like hinges. If you don't move them, they rust, but regular fluid movement keeps them lubricated and strong. Robert also pays close attention to what goes on his plate. Joint health isn't just about exercise, it's about fighting inflammation from the inside out. His meals are rich in omega-3s from fish like salmon and mackerel, plus nuts and seeds. These healthy fats soothe inflammation, keeping his joints flexible. Meanwhile, he avoids processed foods and excess sugar, two of the biggest culprits behind joint pain most people don't even realize. And there's something else most folks miss: hydration. Your joints are cushioned by cartilage, which is mostly water. If you're dehydrated, that cushion shrinks, and every step feels like bone, grinding on bone. That's why Robert keeps a water bottle nearby, sipping throughout the day to keep his joints gliding smoothly. It's a simple habit, but it makes all the difference. Posture plays a huge role too. Years of slouching, sitting the wrong way, or poor alignment quietly strain your joints until pain becomes your new normal. But those in the top 5%, they're mindful of how they sit, stand, and move. Robert, for instance, practices simple posture checks: shoulders back, spine aligned, core gently engaged. These small adjustments protect his knees, hips, and back from unnecessary wear and tear. And when tension does creep in, Robert doesn't ignore it. He stretches, applies heat, or gets a gentle massage, because he knows small issues, left untreated, grow into lifelong pain. Here's the truth: most joint pain isn't just bad luck or old age. It's the result of years of silent damage, made worse by neglect. But the good news is, just like Robert, you can change your trajectory. It's not about chasing miracle cures or expensive treatments. It's about doing the small, smart things every day: moving, stretching, nourishing your body, staying hydrated, and listening when your joints whisper before they start to scream. That's how the rare few stay mobile, strong, and pain-free, without a medicine cabinet full of pills. Now, here's something that surprises most people. Reflexes don't have to fade with age. For the average person, reaction time slows down as the years go by. Hands get clumsy, balance feels shaky, and every step is taken with caution. It's easy to accept this as a normal part of aging. But for the rare 5%, it's a different story. They move with grace, catch things midair, and react quickly, even in their 70s or 80s. It's not luck. It's the result of small, consistent choices that keep their mind and body finely tuned. Let me introduce you to George. At 76, he still helps his grandkids play catch and rarely drops the ball. He adjusts his footing effortlessly, climbs stairs without gripping the handrail, and moves with a lightness most people half his age envy. George's secret? He never stopped challenging his reflexes. You see, reflexes are like muscles. If you stop using them, they weaken. But if you keep training them, they stay sharp. George starts every morning with a simple routine: tracking a small ball with his eyes, tossing it from hand to hand, sometimes bouncing it against the wall. It might seem basic, but it keeps his brain, eyes, and muscles firing together. He also practices light agility drills, quick side steps, balance exercises, and short bursts of movement. Because staying fast on your feet doesn't just prevent embarrassing stumbles, it prevents dangerous falls. That's the real reason reflexes matter. Slow reactions aren't just an inconvenience, they're a risk. One misstep, 1 second too slow, and a fall can change your life forever. The top 5% understand this, so they stay ahead of the game. George also knows what slows most people down: poor nutrition, dehydration, and fatigue. So he fuels his body and mind wisely. Omega-3s from fish, plenty of leafy greens, and foods rich in B vitamins all support brain health and nervous system function. These nutrients help keep his reaction time sharp and his coordination smooth. Hydration matters too. When your body's dehydrated, nerve signals slow down. That's why George always has water nearby, sipping throughout the day to stay alert and responsive. And let's not forget sleep. one of the most underrated secrets to sharp reflexes. Sleep is when the brain processes movement patterns, repairs nerve connections, and resets reaction speed. Without deep quality rest, everything slows down. That's why George treats sleep like a priority, not an afterthought. He keeps a consistent bedtime, limits screen time at night, and makes sure his bedroom is a place of calm. The result? He moves with confidence, reacts quickly, and lives without the fear of, what if I fall? Here's what most people don't realize. You can train your reflexes at any age. And the difference it makes isn't just physical, it's psychological. It gives you confidence, independence, and the freedom to keep living on your own terms. The rare 5% don't slow down because they refuse to give up control. They train their minds and bodies to respond, not react. And because of that, they face the world with agility and strength, long after most have slowed down. Now here's something that truly sets the strongest seniors apart: a healthy, pain-free back. For most people, back pain feels inevitable as the years go by. It starts with a little stiffness, then turns into soreness that makes even simple movements feel like a chore. Eventually, many give up on bending down or standing tall, resigning themselves to the discomfort. But the top 5%? They age differently. They walk upright, move with ease, and never let back pain dictate what they can or cannot do. And no, it's not just good luck or good genes. It's a collection of simple habits that protect the spine and keep the body strong. Let me tell you about Richard. At 74, he still stands tall, shoulders back, chest open. There's no slouch, no hesitation when he moves. Whether he's picking something off the floor or getting up from a chair, it's fluid and pain-free. Richard's secret is simple. He respects his spine. One of his non-negotiable habits is stretching, but not just any stretching. He focuses on the hips, lower back, and hamstrings, areas most people ignore until it's too late. Tight hamstrings are one of the most common reasons older adults develop lower back pain. When those muscles shorten, they pull on the pelvis, creating stress on the spine. Richard knows this, so he takes 5 minutes every morning to loosen up those muscles and protect his back. But stretching alone isn't enough. The real game changer is strength, specifically core strength. Most people think of abs as just belly muscles, but the core is much more than that. It's the entire support system for your spine, your abs, lower back, and glutes all working together. Richard trains these muscles regularly with simple but powerful exercises: planks, glute bridges, gentle twists. Nothing extreme, but enough to keep his body stable and his back protected. And here's a critical piece many miss: movement. Richard refuses to sit for hours on end. He knows that prolonged sitting is one of the fastest ways to weaken the spine. So every hour he gets up, stretches, walks around, and resets his posture. This simple habit keeps his spine decompressed and his back muscles engaged, preventing the gradual breakdown that so many people experience. Posture is another silent killer of spinal health. Richard makes it a point to sit tall, shoulders relaxed, core slightly engaged, whether he's reading, watching TV, or even eating dinner, because every small moment adds up. Now let's talk about something most people overlook: nutrition. Your spine isn't just bone. It's supported by discs, connective tissues, and muscles, all of which need proper fuel to stay healthy. Richard eats plenty of foods rich in collagen, calcium, and magnesium, nutrients that support bone density and joint health. He also stays hydrated. You might not realize it, but the discs in your spine are like little water cushions. Without enough water, they shrink and lose their ability to absorb shock, leading to stiffness and pain. That's why Richard makes sure to drink throughout the day, not just when he feels thirsty. And finally, the most important habit of all: he listens to his body. The moment Richard feels tightness or strain, he addresses it immediately. Maybe it's a few extra stretches, maybe it's a warm compress, or maybe it's simply resting for the day. Because ignoring back pain is what turns it from a small issue into a lifelong problem. The truth is, maintaining a strong, pain-free back isn't about being tough. It's about being smart. It's the daily choices, the small habits, and the willingness to care for your body before problems start. The top 5% know this. That's why they walk tall, move freely, and live without the weight of back pain dragging them down. And the good news? It's never too late to start. As we wrap up, I want you to pause for a moment and think about these 5 rare abilities we've uncovered today. Maintaining full mobility, staying mentally sharp and quick-witted, keeping joints strong and pain-free without medications, retaining quick reflexes and sharp coordination, and protecting your back so it stays strong and pain-free. These aren't superhuman feats. They're not reserved for the lucky few with perfect genes. They're the results of intentional daily choices, choices that any one of us can start making, no matter our age. And here's what I truly want you to remember. Aging doesn't have to mean becoming weak, forgetful, or dependent. In fact, for those who pay attention, the later years can become some of the strongest, wisest, and most empowering chapters of life. You've spent decades building your knowledge, raising families, working hard, and learning lessons the younger generation hasn't yet faced. Now is the time to protect that wisdom, to care for the only body and mind you've been given. Because the truth is, strength in old age isn't just about muscles or memory, it's about independence. It's about the freedom to wake up every morning and decide how you want to live your day. Not being forced into limitations because your body gave out before your spirit did. So here's my gentle challenge to you. Which of these 5 rare abilities spoke to you most today? Maybe you're already walking daily, but you realize it's time to start strength training. Maybe your mind is still sharp, but your joints are asking for better care. Or maybe, like so many, you've accepted back pain as just part of getting old, and today you finally see it doesn't have to be that way. Whatever it is, choose just one area and start small. Small steps, repeated daily, create massive change over time. Remember Richard, Edward, George, and the others we talked about? They didn't wake up one morning with these abilities. They earned them through consistency, through care, and most importantly, through belief that they were worth the effort. And so are you. If you've made it this far, I know you care about your health and your future. You're not someone who's willing to sit back and let aging define you. You're someone who's ready to write your own story, and I respect that deeply. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned from this video that surprised you or inspired you? Drop it in the comments. I truly read every single one because your stories, your thoughts, and your experiences help us all learn and grow together. And if this video resonated with you, if it opened your eyes or gave you even one useful tip, please hit that like button and subscribe. Share it with a friend or loved one who might need this message today, because the more we support each other, the stronger we all become. At the end of the day, aging well isn't about avoiding wrinkles or chasing youth. It's about protecting the life you've built. It's about making sure you stay strong enough, sharp enough, and independent enough to enjoy every moment that's still ahead. And trust me, there are so many beautiful moments waiting for you. So don't wait for the pain, the weakness, or the forgetfulness to catch up. Start today. Invest in yourself because you're worth it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I truly appreciate you being here. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay strong, stay sharp, and take good care of yourself.